check. 1, 2.
Yeah, there we are. Okay.
Ladies, gents, friends betwixt and beyond the gender binary, welcome to, once again, we are calling you direct from the Jam Cabin. My name is Matt, I'm the Narcissist Cookbook, and also in the Jam Cabin.
It's Bug from Bug Hunter. Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
Welcome to our 4 p.m. stream. It was the only time that we could do this. So,
Yeah, pretty much.
here we are. It's a weird time, but look, there's still 100 of you here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 100.
That's 100 people. So nobody leave or join.
Someone's appreciating my sweater, thank you very much. It's a great sweater.
I was actually telling Matt.
It's so hot today.
Yeah, like 20 minutes ago, we were at Kroger, and I was like, "How are you wearing this sweatshirt? You didn't adjust your wardrobe for the weather today at all."
I don't like my body. And this is so big and baggy. I'm like, where do we go when we sleep era Billie Eilish?
I introduced Matt to the American Dump today. Did you like it, Matt?
I did like the American Dump. In Britain, so here's the main difference. I know you wanted to know, but I was saving it for the stream. So, the American Dump has like compactors. You're throwing stuff into a compactor, and it's very slowly compacting. That's very cool. The dump that I go to in Stirling, they don't have compactors. What they have is a guy driving around in a massive digger with a huge wheel like the size of a car that's covered in spikes.
Oh,
it's covered in spikes, and it goes like, and it like he just comes along, chews up all the trash, and then moves. It's the best.
That sounds like that would be at the American Dump.
Yeah,
it feels
very
like the
much
American
so.
Dump would have just a bunch of monster trucks just going around, just driving on trash. Yeah, we've been hello. We did our show in DC last night.
It was great.
If anybody was at the DC show, so this is I called this a tour kickoff stream, which is not necessarily true. But we had a day off in between DC and Raleigh. Let me get. I think I did this last time, and it's comical. Yep, there it is. These are our dates for. These are our dates for what we're doing now. It's gonna be the white piece of paper right here. We did DC last night. And thank you for braving the storm. It was very, very stormy out. And then we have Raleigh, Atlanta, Franklin, St. Louis, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, and Chicago this month. So it was a super good time. That was technically the tour kickoff. This is just the day after. But
we're going to play some songs.
We're going to get on. We're going to chit-chat. We're going to talk. We're going to get to know each other. And whatever y'all want to talk about, this is your time.
Does anyone have an icebreaker?
Yeah, if anybody has an icebreaker.
This is like you gotta ask a question that's gonna start a 10-minute conversation at least.
We had someone asked us last night in DC at the VIP. They said, how many seagulls you have to find in your house before you thought somebody was putting seagulls in your house? And Matt immediately put the qualifier down that I was not allowed to ask follow-up questions, otherwise it would be a 10-minute rant. It was so valid, because I was gonna ask, well, how, if you see one seagull but then you see another one upstairs, are you sure it's the same seagull or a different seagull? And how spread out are they? I had a lot of follow-up questions, and we didn't end up getting to them.
Yeah. So there's a lot of favorite beverage. That's like favorite beverage right now. It's Mountain Dew Zero. Yeah. Not a 10-minute conversation.
And also, yeah, we can't spoil our retrospective conversation that we had either with my favorite beverage, because the episode's not out yet.
Yeah.
We talk about beverages in the retrospective episode coming out on Monday, and so.
Oh, what dinosaur do you think would be the most useful today? That is good. Like,
in a Flintstones way.
In a Flintstones way, it's like, we have this. Like, we have cows. We have.
Oh yeah, sure. Probably more
donkeys.
in like a cow and donkey and horse fight, not in a dinosaurs are cars or.
Well, no, because like.
But they wouldn't be.
You could maybe train diplodocuses to
Which one's that?
That's the really big long neck one.
Brontosaurus?
Yeah, they would make velociraptors velociraptors and T-Rexes and stuff like that, like part of
military.
Like the defense.
Yeah, that was the most
defense.
That was the most accurate part of the new Jurassic. Well, no, there's an even newer one now. Jurassic Universe
Park Resurrection.
Is it
Requiem?
Yeah, is it 28 eras later?
Yeah.
Yeah,
28 T-Rexes later.
Yeah. Haven't. Not only have I not seen that movie, I haven't heard anybody talk about it, and I think it's out. I'm pretty sure. I've
heard some people say this is the death of cinema, and some people say this is the best Jurassic Park since The Lost World.
Was it the second one?
Yeah.
That one was okay.
It feels like Jurassic Park as a franchise is a total failure. Like, they made one great movie, and then after that, everyone was like, why did you make this movie? It's not like you had Terminator 2, and then they were like, okay, well, now we're looking for a good third movie. You know?
But I started with the second one. I started with The Lost World. My dad, Papa Bug, showed it to me when I was too young to be watching Jurassic Park 2. The part where the guy is doing the car and then the T-Rexes pick him up and they chomp him in half. Yeah, saw that when I was like 9. Too young.
Is that the one where the T-Rex comes to New York or something like that?
It's San Diego, but yes. Yeah. But this is my friend Matt.
This is Bug. Who's this other guy? It's nice to meet you. This is Bug Hunter.
The other guy. It's nice to meet you. It's very funny. If you don't know, our names are on the shirt. It's Bug Hunter and the Narcissist Cookbook. We are touring together. If you are a more kind of newer fan in the Bug Hunter world, I do streams every Sunday or so. And Matt is my tour mate. We have been touring together since 2022, and this is our 3rd year touring the U.S. together, and we are about to kick off our July tour, where we have 7 more shows in the next week or so. So, and now we are just on here to chat a little bit about what we're doing and what's going on in the world, answer questions, and talk jam mechanics, talk tour, talk music. Yeah, anything you want to know.
We've been talking about plans. We've been talking about plans that you guys can't know about. I got so much specialist information, privy information. What game show would you be on? What reality game show, like celebrity game show, would you be on? If someone approached you and were like, you can be on a celebrity game show of your choosing.
I would be good at actually on Dropout.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, I would be good at that because that's my whole thing.
I feel like they very much tailor the questions they are asking to the people who are on the show.
Well, there's no reason to give someone a bunch of sci-fi questions if you've never even seen Star Wars, because you have nothing to contribute. So I'm assuming they kind of get
board games.
I could do board games. I could do video games. I could do not modern video games because I haven't kept up with video games very well. But 2007, like Xbox 360 era video games, I would destroy at because I was fully Game Informer, Xbox Magazine. I was printing off IGN articles to read later. So I would be fine with the mid 2000s video game trivia. But that would probably be it. I would also love to be on $10,000 Pyramid because I don't
know what that is.
It's the one where you have to give clues to guess a word. It's like catchphrase, but but before catchphrase was a catchphrase game. I would be good at that.
I'd be on Celebrity UFC. I'd be on.
I was like, what? I'm trying to think what that is. And I'm like, oh, I got you.
I feel like I could probably. So in Britain, we had a thing called Mastermind. That doesn't really exist anymore. That was very similar to. It was like a one-on-one game show where you choose your specialist knowledge. And I probably could do Doctor Who, but actually maybe not anymore. I feel like 10 years ago I could have done Doctor Who.
You're still on the Doctor Who train. I distinctly remember you being like, you scheduled our show on a regeneration episode of Doctor Who, and I don't think you've forgiven me yet for doing that.
No. Yeah, couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But I will be honest. Here's my hot take. I haven't watched the last 2 regeneration episodes of Doctor Who. I can't watch them. They're too painful. I don't deal with loss very well. There is still one more 13th Doctor and one more 14th Doctor episode that I need to watch.
Wait, so you skip that specific?
Yeah, I can't deal with it.
So you're fine with the repercussions and the fallout of it. You just
I don't want to see.
You don't want to see it.
I don't want to see it anymore.
You'll watch the next thing where the guy is gone and it's a new guy, but you don't want to see it happen.
Will Matt? Yeah, I just don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see that. Okay, don't force it down my throat. I don't know what game show I'd be on. Your answer is solid.
Yeah.
We were talking about this. You were like, Matt, you could be on Game Changer. I'm like 100% no. You need to be you need to be a world class improv comedian.
I've seen you on stage. You'd be fine.
No.
You'd be fine.
I could probably go on Smosh.
I don't know what that is.
Smosh, this is unfair. This is my hot take. Smosh is like we're not as good at this version. That's so bad. I feel terrible.
Yeah, no, because we were talking. We were like, we're not. I don't think we're on dropout radar, but like we're so.
Oh no, everyone's like Smosh. Oh my God, Matt's on Smosh. You haven't. I'm sorry. You havenn't. I'm sorry.
Caught up to the 7 seconds.
I don't trust new things. Okay, and I see a bit of Smosh, and I'm like, I don't know these people. I don't like these people. I don't get it. Don't get it. Anyway.
But yeah, we're so in the world of Dropout, but we're like, we don't know if they know who we are. I mean, the Dear McCracken shirt from this tour was made by Bex. Yeah, do you have it? Literally, I was trolling the Dropout merch store, and I saw a poster that is up in Matt's guest room that I see all the time, and I reached out to the artist, and I was like, hey, would you do our Dear McCracken design for this upcoming tour? And they were like, oh, I know you. You're friends with my friend Deep Blue Ink. And I was like, amazing.
Deep Blue Ink is our window to the stars.
Deep Blue Ink is, if Deep Blue Ink was a wagon, we would be hitched to it. We are so rooting for Deep Blue Ink's success, because then we can be like the guys who are just riding the coattails so hard. And it's so far that strategy is working so well.
Someone, complete side note, I didn't tell you about this. Someone was at the show last night, and maybe in the chat right now, and they were saying that they'd just been to Necronomicon, the kind of Lovecraftian convention. It was in Rhode Island this time, and they get musicians who do like Lovecraftian music, and I'm like, baby, I got you sorted. I can do a whole set of Lovecraftian stuff. So I might try and hit them up and do Necronomicon next year. I say as if I could just walk in and be like, hey, don't worry. I'm going to do you a favor.
I got this. Someone said Bug and Matt on Drawfee. I would love to be on Drawfee. I actually did reach out initially to Drawfee, just the team, just to see if any of them wanted to do a design for one of our shirts, and they didn't get back to me. So
no, we don't have a lot of. The way I explain us to people is we are super famous to an extremely small number of people, and then outside of that circle, nobody knows who we are except the immediate friends of those people who are like, please,
and
my God.
And those people, I think that we are on the same level of fame as Drawfee and Dropout.
Yeah, we're not.
And we're not.
We are not.
We're doing great. We're doing fine. But like, it's just the next tier up that we are like close.
Yeah, we don't have like name recognition. Like I've never watched Drawfee, but I know who Drawfee is.
But do you want to tell them what happened to you in Columbus, Ohio?
Ooh,
outside the Waffle House?
I got recognized by someone. I got recognized really hard, and I won't give too many details because I think it was quite a vulnerable moment for this person. This was after the show. It was about
20 minutes from the venue.
Yeah, exactly.
At a random Waffle House.
And we were talking to this couple who we'd been talking to them for like 15 minutes, and then eventually one of them was just like, "So anyway, what do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a musician." And they were like, "Oh, what are you called?" And I'm like, "The Narcissist Cookbook." And she just freezes.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And then she was super into This Is How We Get Better. Like 2 or 3 years ago, she didn't know I was in town. She showed me things she posted about it, and then I was like, I just sent her some merchandise a few days ago. But yeah, that's only happened. I've only been recognized one other time, and it was also in Columbus by someone who wasn't there for a show.
That's your state.
Columbus magic. Maybe is Columbus my new hometown?
And I was there in the corner being like, I maybe was wearing like a Bug Hunter shirt, being like, maybe if you know Matt, maybe you know me too. No.
She just punched you in the face.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. There was nothing there, nothing there for me at all. It's fine.
It was really, really nice, and I wish I could have given her something. I wanted to give her a pin, but our pins were like at the bottom of a box in the set. Yes. Like it was impossible.
We were like, there. Matt was like, "Do we have the pins available?" I was like, "There is no single object in our van that is harder to get to than our pins."
But to put this like, you get someone from Dropout, you get someone from Drawfee. If they're just going to a new city, I bet that they're just like, you know what? If I walk around here for 10 days, someone's going to recognize me. Maybe just one person. Over the course of a week.
From Dropout, yes. Drawfee, they're more voice-based, so
but
probably not.
But that has happened a grand total of twice in my life now. Yeah. So like that is it is really, really unusual for someone just to be like, you are the Narcissist.
I know Drawfee, and I wouldn't recognize him on the street, but if I saw, the Mr. Mulligan, the Brendan Lee Mulligan, I would recognize him immediately because he's in my shorts.
Anyway, let's play our first song.
What do we want to do? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Let's see. I'm going to play a song that let's see. We're moving on from that.
Yeah.
I need to read the lyrics to this because I do not know this. You will know this song from the first season of Jam Mechanics, and this has been rewritten. Me and Bug sat down and we rewrote this together.
Oh yeah, I helped.
Yeah,
Forgot
you
about that.
Let's see. I am 7 years old, playing catch with my father in a baseball diamond in central Havana. The crowds have all gone, but the lights are left on while we play. And someone approaches, asks for his signature. He smiles and beckons me over, says you can have mine, but his will be worth more one day. And this is the story he's writing, a call to adventure, and I am the hero, crossing the sea to Haiti, and over the mountains to Santo Domingo. Dreams around here are disloyal, they'll run off and come true for somebody else. Well, I don't know, Dad, that's a strange way to tell me to leave and never come back. I am 15 years old, I just run the bases and into the arms of my team celebration. And over their shoulders, my dad's beaming face in the crowd. The guys are geared up for an after-game rager, but one of Dad's contacts flew in from the majors. They pull me aside to talk contracts and signing, and this is the story he's writing. The dotted line I am expected to follow, over the sea to Haiti, and over the mountains to Santo Domingo. Dreams around here are impatient, they'll leave you behind while you're rushing to pack. Well, I don't know, Dad, that's a strange way to tell me to leave and never come back. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this bit. Let's see. You think I don't wanna be all I can be with my whole heart? You think I don't wanna see every square inch of this world? This world. I'm 40 years old, playing catch with my daughter in a diamond we set up right in our back garden. Her hand-me-down gloves just a little too big for her hands. My neighbors are trying to figure out where they recognize me from. Hey, weren't you once someone? And I just say no. You must be thinking of my dad. And this is the story we're writing. Me and my girl, we can be who we wanna be. You still come over on Sundays. She runs for a hug when you park in the driveway. And sometimes when she's falling asleep, we play catch with no lights and no crowd. And I know, Dad, that's a strange way to say I forgive you. Maybe one day I'll say it out loud.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
So good. What a great song. The people liked it. What if they had just been silent for just 5 minutes? Just nothing.
Dreams Around Here are Disloyal is in the song. You just didn't hear me sing it. Like, that line hasn't changed.
Yep.
Dreams Around Here are Disloyal, they'll run off and come true for somebody else, was going nowhere.
First chorus. It's
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, it's funny because I'm sure that there are a lot of people in here who have been listening to the demo version of that for, like a year now? Probably more than a year?
Yeah.
It's probably been over a year. And we have been used to the new lyrics for a super long time. I believe after you wrote that song and before it came out, I was already in your DMs like, hey, Matt.
Yeah.
This song has wiggled its way into my head.
Yeah, I would say this is a very bug-coded song. Like, it's a kind of song that I don't write a lot. It's like, I think it's good. It's not like Alpaca's song where I'm like, I think this is trash. Like, I think this is a great song, and I kind of wish that some songwriter would come to me and be like, I want to buy the rights to that song. And I would be like, you can have that song. Like, I think it's good, and I don't think I'm the person that should be playing it, if you know what I mean. I feel like my strengths are elsewhere.
I hear what you say.
And I don't respect it.
I don't, yeah. I was like, I don't know.
Maybe, you know what, like, I'm gonna tell people, I am releasing this as a Jam Mechanics song. So this is gonna come out as a Jam Mechanics song.
Oh, that's something we can do with that art that we commissioned Deep Learning for.
Yeah. People on my Patreon have heard a rough demo of this rewrite. So it's been out there for a tiny wee while. And yeah, maybe I'll throw it out there. I'm just so, like, it has hit that point where I have worked so hard for this, like, 50 minutes to 1 hour of stage time, and I just can't fit in all of the, I want every show to be, like, as good as it can possibly be, and, like, I'm so stressed out now about being it. Whenever I write a new song that I don't have 100% faith in, I'm just like, it needs to go in the void. Because, I don't know.
Nah, because, I mean, here's the thing. There's people out there who, like, Creature of Habit, great example. Creature of Habit, not a perfect song, not a barn burner. I opened it with the Last Night in DC, and it went pretty, like, fine. There are people who are like, that is my song. That is the song. I love that song. That song is me.
Like, It Felt Fake.
Yeah. It Felt Fake is one that, but when you play it, it goes super well, and I love that song. There's just, like, not everything has to be, you know, Good Morning Sunshine.
No, I know, but also I feel like every song does need to be Good Morning Sunshine, but also better and more popular. I want to get to a point where, like, and I only half mean this, but, like, I want to get to a point where it's like with Courtney, and Ghost Stories as well. It's like I can cut that out and people don't come up and ask for a refund. But like, I can't cut out.
That's where you are.
Yeah, I can't cut out, and I don't want to cut out Good Morning Sunshine.
Yeah.
Don't want to cut out Simplest Words.
Speaking of, I kicked a hornet's nest yesterday by putting that. I've never, not even on, like, a release day have I had more DMs on Instagram in a single, like, 4-hour window than when I said, hey, these 4 songs have basically been in every set list for the last 3 years. Which one should I cut? And I was only half serious, but I was also like, it would be kind of nice if everyone gave me permission. Kind of like a, haha, I'm joking, but actually, if you guys are cool with me cutting one of these.
What if people had said, cut Dear McCracken?
I would have been surprised, but it was the lowest voted of everything, so it was like 10% of people said. So the winner, I think, was Be Glad I Love You. But then I didn't play disco last night.
I kind of want to do that now. I kind of want to go on and just be like, one song gets yeeted into the void
if you
forever.
want some engagement, if you want some social media engagement,
Good Morning Sunshine, Simplest Words. Actually, that would probably be it.
Sugar in My Coffee is one.
Sugar in My Coffee.
I mean, it's like 98% of shows.
Yeah. I cut it out for a while, and then I'm like, no, I actually love this.
Yeah. It's like your disco, where you have cut it, and it's been okay, but, like, it's hard for me to remember shows that you didn't play Sugar in My Coffee because it's such a staple.
Hello. What are you gonna perform?
I don't know. What do you guys want to hear? I'm probably gonna do a Jam Mechanics thing because Matt just did a Jam Mechanics thing.
Oh,
so
I'm fucking pumped.
I could do this one.
Do it. Well, now you're committed to it.
Okay, whatever.
Because I've decided you're committed to it. I want to hear this.
Okay.
Wait, so, before you play it, I want to know, and I won't tell people what it is. Okay. But, like, did you write this on acoustic, or did you write this as you were producing it?
I wrote it on acoustic first.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. If you haven't caught up on Jam Mechanics, I'm about to spoil some shit. I never said I was. I only let you think it. I blurred the lines because I live my life between them. Wasn't always like this. Wasn't handsome with a heartbeat and a smile. I was perfect up until the day I died. I had branches, I had leaves, I had fruits filled up with seeds. I had roots they left abandoned when they hacked me into pieces. Built a house out of my corpse, I'm in the walls, I'm in the porch. But when I learned to speak, I'll scream in every creak inside your floor. I never said I was, I only let you think it. I blurred the lines because I live my life between them. It took some practice, but I finally learned to fight. I could shift and trip my captors when they walked the halls at night. I could slowly change the layout, jam the doors too tight to budge, change the angle of the stairs enough to learn the taste of blood. I wasn't always like this, but they chose to chop me down. But when I began to fight them back, they burned me to the ground. I never said I was, I only let you think it. I blurred the lines because I live my life between them. So I was soil, then a million writhing bugs. I was maggots in the graveyard, then the crows that ate them up. I spent 100 years invading every creature I could reach, slowly poisoning the town till every inch had bits of me. I drove them mad, I made them sick, moving pieces into place, slowly moving all my molecules in towards a single shape, and thus became the demon that you incorrectly name. I met the one you think I am many years before you came. When I told him what I'd done, he cut the horns right off his head. He bolted them to mine and said I'm twisted as it gets. So I don't know where he is now, that devil that you know. But I've taken up the title, I'm the one you fucking don't. I never said I was, I only let you think it. I blurred the lines because I live my life between them.
Oh, yeah. Nailed it.
That's the devil.
I didn't know if it was going to work acoustic. What do I know? That was bad. I think I preferred that even to the finished.
Oh, cool.
I
shouldn't have wasted my time.
I'm just such a sucker for just like acoustic takes. Like
Yeah.
I always like that's, but also the production you did was great. Also, I'm looking at the spreadsheet for this, and this is the first time I think I've seen your songwriting spreadsheet with concept, execution, and rhyme, but you haven't put any of the scores in yet.
No, because I wrote it and I put it in because I was getting it for you for Jam Mechanics.
Do you wanna? Do you wanna? How about we rank the first verse of this?
Okay, sure. So in my spreadsheet, I have concept, execution, and rhyme. So I rank things 1 out of 10, and nothing's ever a 1. If something was a 1, I wouldn't have written it. Like baseline, I think the lowest I've ever ranked anything on any like quality is like a 5, because it wouldn't be in the spreadsheet if there was something that was like so bad that it would be below like a 5. But first verse, I wasn't always like this. Wasn't handsome with a heartbeat and a smile. Concept.
I wasn't always like this.
10,
is such a strong
10 out of 10 concept.
Yeah.
Wasn't handsome with a heartbeat and a smile. I feel like that says a lot, but also is mysterious. Yeah. Execution.
100.
10.
Do you want to put this on the screen?
No, I'm not showing on my spreadsheet. Rhyme. I rhyme smile with died. 10 out of 10, baby.
Okay, so that is a 10 out of 10 line.
10 out of 10 line. I did it.
10 for concept, 10 for execution, 10 for rhyme.
I was perfect up until the day I died.
Yeah. Interesting. That's getting a 9, 9, 10.
Yeah.
So 9 for concept, 9 for execution, 10 for rhyme. See, already I'm like, concept is a danger one, because if you're like, that's not
concept has to come first.
Yeah,
right?
concept has to be
I can do this
foundation.
first. I had branches, I had leaves, I had fruits of those seeds. This is a 9. I had roots that have to bend when they hack me into pieces. I'm just saying, am I telling the story I'm trying to tell? Am I doing it in a quick way? Built a house out of my corpse. I'm in the walls. I'm in the porch. That's a 9. I don't like the use of the word porch here. I would put that as like a 6, because I just want to flag that I need to come back and get the word porch taken out of there. The rhyme is fine. Porch and floors is fine. I'll give that like an 8, but I want to come back to that line. I had roots they left abandoned when they hacked me into pieces. It's fine. That's an 8. It's
an
fine.
8 for execution.
Yeah, 8 for execution. Branches, I had leaves, I had fruits filled up with seeds. I had fruits filled up with seeds. I don't like. Most of those words are just getting me to the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a good concept, not a great execution. Rhyme is fine.
There is something there about fruit filled up with seeds.
Fruit filled up with seeds. Yeah.
There's something there.
But I don't like filled up with seeds.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But when I learn to speak, I'll scream in every creak inside your floor. I like the idea. I'm not sold on the execution of that. And then floor and porch is just an 8 again. So.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
This has been in my head. Are we in like I feel like I'm spookifying you, and I feel like our style is maybe like, because I think here's the thing, I listen to you more than I listen to any other musical artist, because I'm hearing you 50 times a year, for like an hour every night, and it makes sense that I am like, and every time I hear your show, I'm just like, oh, I didn't even pick up on that line before. That's so good. Yeah. And so I feel like my songs are, if not becoming bugified, like a lot of your influence is like seeping in. And when I first heard this, I was just like, man, I would have killed to have written this. And I don't know.
I mean, yeah, there's probably something there. I mean, I've told the story before where I'm like, the night I was writing fan fiction, I texted you and I was like, I am Narcissist cookbooking out right now. And obviously, like, people are always, anytime I do anything that is even remotely spoken wordish, somebody's going to be in the comments or Discord being like, hey, it's like the Narcissist cookbook. And like, you, obviously that is your style. You also didn't invent speaking well songs.
But because we're in such close proximity to each other, I've Nestle'd that. I've gone to what is like
you've Kleenexed.
Oh no, I was gonna be like, I've Nestle'd it in the sense that I've gone to like an infinite free resource, and I've put myself and I've just put myself in between it and the public, and I'm like, that's mine now.
I have to pay royalties for talking. I don't see any world where we can, in good faith, say we haven't influenced each other over the last 3 years in some form or another. So
I've got balls filled up with pee. How's that?
So no.
Is that anything?
It's
Chat. Is that anything?
It's definitely something that you said with your own mouth.
I'm so sorry.
God, we could. Do you remember the day you met Jesse and Kyle and we were ruminating on alternate intros to fanfiction, and your immediate contribution to because I was like, okay, I have, what was it, Paul Revere, he had a secret fear of horses, that's why he wrote so fast, he was just trying to get it over with, and we were trying to ruminate on like what like famous figures we could come up with fan fiction things of.
And I was just like in the corner. I was like, I don't know these people. Yeah. I haven't said anything in like half an hour. And then it moves through me. I'm just like, William Shakespeare had a boner in his wiener. Is that anything? William Shakespeare had a boner in his wiener. And it's horrible. That's so horrible. But it also, whenever I hear you sing that song, which is very rare, whenever I hear you sing that song, that's what I hear, and I have to leave the room.
So that was basically within the first like hour, I think, of you meeting Jesse and Kyle. That was your contribution to fan fiction. Didn't make the cut. But could not be more glad that didn't make the cut.
Okay, listen here. Listen. Do you want us to form a supergroup?
Yeah.
Or not?
But no, I like the song a lot. So yeah, that's kind of like, Matt just saw kind of how I would kind of start filling out things about my spreadsheet, and now you can see I got a little yellow dot there that's telling me, hey, you've got a decent idea here. You just need to come back and clean this up.
So here's my next question is, you've got like 10 out of 10 for the first line. You've got like 9.1 for the second line. The rest are around 8, but it looks like you're not happy with built a house out of my corpse, I'm in the walls, I'm in the porch. Would you then be like, okay, the priority is fix that line, or do you want to start on a more foundational level?
No, I would start there, and if I had to rip out the foundations around it, I will. Yeah. Like if I need to change the rhyme, then obviously it's going to affect the lines around it. But if I can come up with a different rhyme that rhymes with floors, then that's the easiest thing. But if I need to go in a different direction, then the next line's going to have to change. Or because the concept of it is, the thing I'm trying to say with this verse is, I wasn't always like this, right? Just to kind of give some intrigue of like, I have changed forms. I used to be a tree. They cut me down, turned me into a house. As long as the verse says that, like the concept of it is like, cool. Every line is contributing to that concept. As long as I've got all of that in the 6 lines of that verse, boom, I did it. But the execution needs a little bit of work because I think some of the lines are a little clunky.
Yeah, you got to just stream this. Do a live stream where it's like, you know this song already. I'm going to fix this up on live stream. Give yourself an hour.
No, but that's the thing. They don't know this song already. Unless it's jam mechanics. But if it's released, I've already done this and I'm already happy with it. But
so you wouldn't do like a live stream from the Discord of you being like, okay, we're gonna like, no one can communicate with me if you want to tune in and watch me fix a song.
The problem is that people would be like, I have a suggestion.
No. That's why you turn off chat.
Yeah.
Fully turn off chat.
Yeah, I mean, I could, but it would just kind of feel a little lonely.
Oh, okay. I'll be there.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll join in.
But you can't suggest anything either because
the
last time you suggested something, it was balls filled up with pee.
That is. That was the last time I suggested something. You're right.
Do you remember when you suggested that? It was about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. No, I'm very like, I have explicitly told you before, like, I'm gonna send you something and I do not want you to give me any recommendations for lyrics. Like don't do it because yeah. It's like songwriting is like where I get so much sense of like purpose in this world.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
And if I feel like, it's one thing if like I invite you in, like this is why like with Over the Mountains to Santo Domingo, I was like, this is the perfect song to do it because this is so much your.
And I did ask first. I did ask. I was like, could I take a stab? Because I just was like, I'm just inspired by the song. I think it was just such a cool song, and your attitude when we recorded that episode was like, nothing, never gonna touch it again.
It's not nothing. I was it's not for me.
It was, you were like, I'm never gonna do anything with this again. And so I was so inspired by it that I was like, well, instead of it sitting forever in the vault, if you're cool with it, I would love to kind of like to take a stab. And I'm it's awesome. It's awesome to hear some of the little things that I wrote coming out of your mouth. Like, that's cool. It's awesome to feel like, oh yeah, like, because you're so talented, and just being able to sit here and listen to you play that was awesome. And knowing that I wrote some of those lines felt very, very cool.
Do you not have on either of your 2 screens? You don't have a single clock?
I have a clock. You just have to go up here. 4:37.
Okay.
Well, I can't trust you around clocks, Matt.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to? Have we got time to do another song or 2?
Yeah, we could probably do another song. I don't know. It's up to whatever anybody wants us to do. I mean, we don't have anything to do until 5.
Yeah.
So
I think if we let's do another song.
Like each, or
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, sure.
Let's.
I wouldn't have started with the devil if I knew we were doing 2. But
what should I do?
Do
you want to get in the comments? Give me some.
Get in the comments. I think we need to crowdsource this a little bit. Fan fiction, but with Matt's lines.
No. Dead Boy. Interesting. I haven't. I want to leave Dead Boy until I've rewritten it a little bit. Shocking Plot Twist. That's not my song. Library is too hard for this time. Shocking Plot Twist. Not my song. Curdled Milk Teeth. Curdled Milk Teeth! Maybe I could do Curdled Milk Teeth. I'm going to do Milk Teeth.
Do it.
Can I remember how to play Curdled Milk Teeth? Jesus.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was before the April tour. So
I haven't even really thought about it then.
Because I remember editing that show, or editing that episode on the plane to the April tour, and I was late to be editing it. So it's probably, we recorded it in like March, I think. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Colonel Milk Teeth.
The dark, you're burning. Okay, I'm gonna try this, but like this might be completely wrong. Yeah, I was driving through the Highlands at 4:45 in the morning in the middle of June. Changing that line. Listening to a record that I used to rely on to get by, thinking about you. Keeping that probably. Stop a car at intersections, check my heart. Spin the wheel in your direction, 'cause somewhere out in the dark you're burning, and all I need to do is to follow the heat. If I never come up for air, I don't remember what one of those chords is. Now I don't know this road from any other. I'm hungry and tired and I'm 100 exits deep, and the valley walls are so high. I must have missed the sunrise, if there ever was a sunrise. None of those chords were right. Okay, cool. Now I don't know when it happened, but sometime in the past I got too tall to hide in the ride. I suddenly recall how I used to rely on you to catch me before I hit the overhang. Kill the engine, try to soothe my racing heart. Turn your head in my direction, 'cause somewhere out in the dark you're burning, and all I need to do is to follow the heat. If I never come up for air, I won't ever need to breathe. Caramel melting on this road from any other. I'm hungry and tired and I'm a kernel melting. I must have missed the sunrise, if there ever was a sunrise. I remembered a solid 75% of that.
Pretty good.
What is curdled milk teeth?
It's a candy. It's
No.
it's a British candy.
Curdled milk teeth
You can find it at a petrol station.
That is a. If you haven't listened to that episode, the line, I needed a hook, just something to scream there. I had like 5 minutes before I had to mix it down, and milk teeth is a British expression for baby teeth. And so I was like, milk teeth, curdle. This is a song about youth going awry, about not wanting to grow up, blah, 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 kind of. That's what it's about, sort of, maybe. Curdled milk teeth, is that anything? Well, I don't have time to change it. And I did a poll in the Discord the other day, and 75% of people were like, no, curdled milk teeth is great, and 25% of people were like, if you call it that, I'll never listen to this song. Which is really, that's the ratio I'm going for.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Curdled milk teeth!
That's good.
What are you gonna sing?
I don't know. I'm going back and forth on a couple of things. I would need to bring the lyrics up regardless.
Okay, now you need to sing a song that you're not 100% convinced about.
I guess I could. Oh man, I did pretty good on season 3. I'm looking at all these songs. There's some pretty good ones in here. I coulda. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll try this one then, because I haven't started rewriting it yet, but I'll do this. Do you want a poster poster block?
Yeah, okay, hit me. No, put it in between us. You can put it in between us.
Well, no, I put it in top of me, so I didn't have to look awkward.
Oh, great. Okay.
So
no, you just put it in between us.
That's cool.
There.
That's cool. All right, cool. Bada boom. I guess I was just offering because I like not have to be on camera when you're playing. But okay, let me do this. I need lyrics. I think it's. I should've never done it. I should've saved my budget. I can't believe I even tried when I'm the only one that has the resolve and focus to stick with what we've chosen. But as the night drags on, I'm learning that my quest is hopeless. This is never what this evening was about. I have to keep it bottled every time I wanna shout. Stop talking during board games. Don't ask whose turn it is, it's yours, babe. You would know that if you hadn't asked how Hannah's graduation went. There were probably speeches half as long as this distraction is. Stop talking during board games. Do you know how long this took to coordinate? 3 couples in their 30s on a table flipping Thursday. Now all of them are yawning by the middle of the first. game. I popped out all the pieces, spent 3+ hours reading. No, they don't call me the rule book ruler for no reason. Sometimes this job is brutal, but I just do it, you know. I took all day to learn the lore, and that was just for Uno. On a game, you hit me with reverse. Now every time you talk, I want a table flip and curse. Stop talking during board games. Don't ask whose turn it is yours, babe. You would know that if you hadn't brought a Molly's border collie. Now they're all looking at puppy pics instead of killing zombies. Stop talking during board games. Now I think that I understand divorce rates. I was totally on board for in sickness and in health. Guess I should have seen this coming from your 20-minute vows. But the worst part of this is, despite my perfect plan tactics, when we tally it up, you always win. Fuck! Oh, you're talking during board games to disrupt my strategy with your aim. Thought I was married to a monster. Turns out you're a master. I can't describe this feeling, but I think that it's attraction. What? All you're talking during board games and pretending you were always really bored made me put down my defenses to fill my head with doubt. But babe, that's really clever. I'm so table flipping proud.
Is that not part of the song?
No, that was.
We talked about it.
I know, but I edited that part out of it.
I remember that being in the song.
I know, but I edited that out because I was like, no, it's not time to drop the F-bomb yet. I'm gonna save it for later.
The 10th episode.
Yeah, save it for the 10th episode. But yeah. But it made me laugh that you remembered it as being part of the song.
Oh wow.
Oh God. So that's the early version of board games. That is, I think things about that need to change, but I'm happy with the chorus and I'm happy with the idea. But yeah. I'll probably cut the audio of this stream and just grab that sample. And
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Thank you for hanging out with.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We had a very good time hanging out with y'all. If you're gonna come see us, we are gonna be on tour. Let's see. That's where are we? Okay, got the dates. They're right here. No. Yeah, so they're right here. This is what we're doing now. This is also upcoming. The yellow one. Matt, can you point to it? It's the other way down and further. A little further down. The yellow one. Yeah. So we still got these to go in the U.S. and we have this one to go in October in the U.K. We did get a question about any more EU stuff, and I think we've basically called it that nothing's gonna happen. If something did, I'm not gonna send out any more booking emails. We've done everything that we can. If someone randomly is like, hey, I have this email from 3 months ago, come play a show, we might be able to look at it, but as is right now, it's just gonna be the UK.
Just gonna be the UK this year, but not through lack of trying.
Yeah, we tried, but it is hard to convince venues in other countries to be like, hey, you don't know who we are, and you have no reason to think that we're going to bring 85 people to your little cafe on like a Thursday night, and they kind of ignore it. I think some of it could be that my emails might go to spam because I don't know. I send out a lot of emails, and so maybe someone will check their spam box check your spam box in a couple of days and maybe see it. But as of right now, I'm not making any more effort to book in the Europe or in Ireland because you need to book about this far in advance. This is about as close as we get. So and we're just busy doing other things. Busy doing jam mechanics. Busy doing. I'm writing. New songs, trying to run a Kickstarter hopefully in like a month or so for kind of the next set of songs. So just let me know.
If you're coming to any of the UK shows, give me a little whoop whoop in the in the chat. This is gonna be great. This tour has been great. Like at this point I feel
the one show we've done.
No, like I think of this whole thing. Wait a second. I think of this I think of this whole thing as a whole tour.
Yeah.
You know, this year has been great.
Yeah.
We're getting people who have been coming for like, I mean, obviously coming to see you for like longer, but like they've been to all of my US dates so far.
Yeah.
We're getting more bits. We're getting running jokes. We're like,
Yeah.
welcome to Pittsburgh, where people can't clap.
Yeah.
We're getting welcome to Columbus, where this is not Columbus. Welcome to Washington D.C., where I play Get Deep Fried for the first time. Come and bringing it home, baby.
Yeah, and we get on stage together at the end of the show now. So if you saw us in like 2023 or 2024, we do a Jam Mechanics finale where we're on stage for like a half set basically, and it's really fun and it's always unpredictable. We like neither of us know what it's going to happen because we take questions from the audience and we do different songs most nights, and so it's. Yeah, if you haven't been to a show in a while, maybe you came 2 years ago and you're like, hey, it's gonna be the same thing again. It's not.
Yeah.
But
also, like, it is interesting. Something I find fun to do is try to figure out what bits are going to become running. Kira has a point here, which is that for the rest of our lives, people in Columbus are going to be going yippee.
Yes,
like all it takes is one person doing that next year.
Yeah, but we did get Chicago to stop forcing us to chug water because 2 years ago they got the power of the crowd where they would force us to drink water between every song. They would like chant like hydrate, and we were like forced to stop and drink water, and we got them to stop doing that last year.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that doesn't continue.
I mean, that's sort of universal. I think
No, Chicago though was another level because most shows they will cheer when you drink because someone will yell hydrate or dihydrate and then people will cheer. Chicago was making us drink water when we didn't want to drink water.
Right.
Like in between songs, I was like trying to tell a story and they'd be like hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
The crowd love a bit.
They do love a bit,
but
the
crowd hysteria is real.
Yeah, it's so real.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, come see our show. We have the retrospective for Jam Mechanics Season 3 dropping on Monday, so that is soon. And there might be some surprises in there. You never know. And the second half of the show, we did something new this year that we haven't done before that I think y'all are going to really like. It's super fun. It's super fun.
Every year we're like, it's such a struggle to cut. Like, we write a song every episode, that's fine. But it's such a struggle to come up with like, okay, what are we going to do? First season we played the original version of Ghost Stories and the original version of Dear McCracken.
Too Bad, Too Bath and a Ghost.
Too Bad, Too Bath and a Ghost. Second year, last year we played like
our first
our
oldest
song.
Demo. Yeah, our oldest demo we had.
This year we're like, what do we do?
Yeah, we do something different.
I'm not gonna tell them, but it is hard. It's hard coming up with something.
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll be able to come up with a fourth thing, because a lot of people, we've been getting this on this tour specifically. A lot of people thought that we were going to end at season 3.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. We must have said something that made people think that we were ending after 3 seasons. I think maybe we were joking.
Is this like the equivalent of when people come up and they go mushroom squirrel, and we go what? And they're like, from season 2, episode 1, mushroom squirrel.
Maybe, yeah.
Except this is because like at some point we said 3 seasons and we're out.
I loved mushroom squirrel. That was one of your best jokes.
That was a good bit.
I love mushroom
squirrel. This is like the equivalent of that. We made a joke at some point where we're only gonna do 3 seasons, and it's become lore. It's become canon at some point.
We're
gonna do a 4th season.
Yeah, we'll do a 4th season. Yeah, we're gonna. I was gonna say milk it until it stops paying off, but it's not paying off yet. We just love doing Jam Mechanics. So
milk it till it curdles, baby.
Yeah.
Milk it till it curdles, baby.
Thanks everybody for joining our stream. Stop. No, at least stay behind the pop filter.
Milk it till it curdles.
Thanks everybody for coming to our stream. I'm Bug. This is Matt with the Jam Mechanics. Bye everybody. Come see us on tour.
Milk it till it curdles, baby.